So I'm currently the justice promoter for the congregation. And in some ways, I think my whole life has kind of prepared me for this position. Um, I began my ministry career teaching at Cathedral High School in the South End. Cathedral High School was right next to what were then called the Cathedral Projects, which is a public housing development. And many of the kids lived there. And I began to realize the backgrounds that these kids were from and the issues that they were dealing with, which were so different than anything I had grown up with or that my friends had grown up with. And so it began to really open my eyes to social issues much more than I had in the past. And so when I left Cathedral, at the time I was participating at the Paula Center community for liturgies on the weekends and so forth, and they had a position open for an associate justice coordinator. The first summer that I was in that position, and they encouraged me to go down to Network in Washington, D.C. Network is a Catholic social justice lobby group, as a kind of training for justice advocacy kind of work. And that really made a difference for me. That was a huge benefit for me. And then at one point, I forget how many years ago, but probably 20 years ago, I decided that all of my work had been on the level of the systemic justice work, education and advocacy work for justice issues, for a variety of different issues. But I decided I wanted to spend more time directly working with people who are affected by these issues. And so I took a position at St. Mary's Center for Women and Children, and I moved from there to Project Hope in Roxbury, which is a very similar organization, a multi-service organization for families living in poverty. And again, it just opened my eyes to the reality that people are living in, and more of a sense of what are the systemic issues behind why people are in situations they're in. And so I feel that all really has prepared me for the work I'm doing now, which is back to the education and advocacy work around justice issues for the congregation. I see hope in community, and I mean community not just in a way that Sisters of St. Joseph or those we live with or those we work with, but community in a much broader sense. I think the past 6 months, of course, have been extremely challenging for all of us, especially in terms of social justice ministries and people who are concerned about issues that affect our world. But where I've seen hope in this time is in the people who want to stay committed to their beliefs and stand up for what they believe in and speak out, and are not afraid to do that. And they're doing that out of a basis of faith and hope. And I think to me, that is where the hope lies, that we continue to be able to do that with each other.